Famous person Tiffany here. Just stuck in a fair amount of traffic on my way to work, and I thought I'd make a quick video. I was gonna originally rant about various things that were frustrating me. My therapist recommended I do something to get my frustrations out so that I don't bottle them up. I'm not feeling too frustrated right now, though. I'm in a pretty good mood, despite it being 8:25 in the morning, and I left for work over an hour ago, and I'm still not there. But other than that, I'm not too frustrated. Anyway, what's going on with me? I don't know. I'm probably going to edit this video. I'm not going to put everything in it. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. It's probably going to look like crap, too. I'm just, got my phone sitting in the car recording me, so nothing too special. I wanted to talk with people about the show Mr. Robot. So I recommend, if you haven't watched the first season already, you watch it and come chat with me sometime about it, because it's amazing and there's so much to talk about. And the characters are really cool. I mean, we could take an MBTI approach to the discussion or not. I don't really care. I just want to talk about it. I would also love to find someone else who is as fanatic about the show House as I am, because that would be a really cool thing to talk about, especially from an MBTI perspective, because House is my favorite fictional ENTP. Also, go to the website. We got a website, www.talkingwithfamouspeople.com, and a forum.talkingwithfamouspeople.com. And we're trying to build the community. I keep trying to remind host Eric to mention it. I'm mentioning it now. Go make an account on the forum. Post something. What else? I don't know. Eric said I should say some provocative shit, because people will want to listen to that. I don't really have any provocative shit to say right now. I don't know. I really don't. If I think of something provocative, I'll say it. But nothing's coming to mind right now. Look at this traffic. It's terrible. So much traffic. It's not moving. I just can't stand it. I love my job. It's worth the drive, but this is terrible. I try to save time in the morning because there's less traffic the earlier I leave, by not showering or doing anything hygienic really in the morning, or really getting ready at all. I'm wearing like a dirty sweatshirt and like my pajama pants. But see here, I don't know if you saw that right or not. I don't even know what else you might have saw there. My car's a mess. But that's a clean shirt, and I've got a clean change of clothes. My work has a locker room and showers. Actually, even a laundry machine I can use. So I figure if I leave earlier and don't get ready at home, I can skip some of the traffic. And then I just get ready at work. Which is great, except there's too much traffic even this early in the morning. And now I'm going to have to rush my shower, which I don't like doing. I like taking long, leisurely showers and being very clean and awake afterwards. But this morning's going to be a quick one. I just can't believe I left at 7 and it's already 8:29 and I'm not even getting off my exit yet. I'm pretty close. It's not going to take me too much longer. But this is frustrating. Another good show that's already finished, just because I'm thinking about it, Lie to Me. Really great show. Another good British lead actor. He's actually got a British accent in that, as opposed to Hugh Laurie, who does not in House MD. Although Hugh Laurie's voice is beautiful, whether he's doing an American accent or a British one. Hugh Laurie's just a beautiful person. Highly recommend watching anything Hugh Laurie is in. Anything. Especially his old stuff, if you're into British comedy. Which you should be. British comedy's awesome. What else should I randomly talk about? I don't know. Oh, the next exit's mine. Not too much further. Well, this has been an exciting journey. Oh, the motor vehicle department is apparently the next right, which is where I'm going. But I'm not going to the motor vehicle department. I'm just taking the next right, which is also where the motor vehicle department is. I'm glad I'm not going there. And then it wouldn't just be traffic on the way there, then there'd be traffic on the inside too. That was a bad joke. I'm almost there. Thank God. I'm really trying hard to think of something provocative to say before I can end this video. I really want to include something provocative so that even if I edit out like some of it, that I can put just something provocative in it and be like, see, Eric, I said something provocative. I mean, I might have said something provocative without realizing it, but I don't think so. Not yet. I don't know. I'm usually really good at being provocative. But, I don't know. I guess I need something to start me off. Someone to say something that I can make a counterpoint to or whatnot. I just don't have anything on my mind. What's going on? Oh, someone's broke down in the middle of the road and they don't even have their hazards on. Isn't that nice? Now I'm stuck behind them. Every car is going around me and I can't get out. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, beautiful Norwalk, Connecticut. Talking with famous people, bringing you car rides from Arcadia, California to Norwalk, Connecticut. That was probably pretty lame. I'm sure Eric would call that me doing my FE dance. I guess with the camera / audience at this point. Passing the Even hotels. On the front of the door it says, if you're feeling well, come in. And the well and come in are positioned so that it also says welcome. Isn't that clever? I am at work. Isn't that wonderful? Alright, I am going to go into work and take a shower. And get ready for my day. If I think of something provocative, maybe when I'm on my lunch break or something, maybe I'll make a quick video to edit into this so that I can add something provocative. Because I don't think I said anything nearly provocative enough to spark any kind of debate or conversation or discussion. And that's what I'm trying to do. Actually, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just making a video for fun. But I think it'd be really cool if it could spark some debate or conversation in some capacity. Why did I go into this parking lot? I picked the wrong parking lot. Oh well, I'm just gonna suck it up and park here anyway. Okay, famous person Tiffany out. I gotta park. Bye-bye. Alright, so I'm on a smoke break here at work. Just walking down the sidewalk. Still haven't thought of anything provocative to say that feels worth saying. But, you know, I'm sure something will come to me. It's really a nice day today. We haven't had a nice day here in a while. It's always been too hot during the day and too cold at night or pouring rain. So, this is kind of nice. T-shirt weather without being too hot. I like it. Yeah. I got nothing. I don't know if I'm even going to include this segment. But, yeah. Famous person Tiffany out for now. Okay, so famous person Tiffany back. And, I'm on lunch break at this point, having another cigarette. Been thinking about this various recordings I've been doing throughout the day. I think I might try it out as just a segment, you know, a day with famous person Tiffany or something. I don't know how interested anyone would be in something like that, but just little excerpts from my day, random stuff that's on my mind. If you don't like it, don't watch it. I don't know. I'm thinking I might do it fairly unedited, but we'll just have to see what happens. And yeah. So, just on my lunch break, I was going to skip lunch today because I didn't bring anything and I didn't want to buy lunch and I didn't really feel like eating snacks because my job offers snacks for free. But I got lucky. There was free pasta and birthday cake and garlic bread in the lunch room at work. So, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to go enjoy that delicious meal that's heating up in the microwave. And then I'm going to have to get back to work. It's been a really long day already, but another good 4-ish hours left. And then probably make a couple more segments on my way home. I think that's it for now. Famous person Tiffany out. Hi, famous person Tiffany here. End of my work day. I am frustrated at this point for 2 reasons. And the second reason is that I was making a video on my smoke break about the first reason, and my phone ran out of battery. So, I don't really have that fresh anger and frustration and provocativeness at the front of my being at the moment anymore. So I'm frustrated about not being able to be frustrated right now. That's quite a circle. Anyway, earlier I had a really frustrating phone call at my job, and it just reminded me how much I hate people sometimes. And so it was just really frustrating. I was trying to go above and beyond and help someone even more so than they deserved, and they just treated me like shit because they were frustrated. And I just hate how people do that. They just pass the fucking stick along. One person pisses them off and they just chew out the person that's trying to help them. And I just feel like we live in a society where people have been trained that they will get what they want if they act like a dick. Because everyone's so worried about losing their business or their money or whatever it may be, whether they're customer, business partner, etc. And I am just sick of it. Where is the human decency? You know? I'm so tired of everything being such a pissing match. I love arguing, I love debating, I love playing devil's advocate, I love being an asshole, but at the same time, if someone's trying to help you, like, god damn, just be nice to them. Another thing, if someone knows what they're talking about and you go to them for help because they know what they're talking about, fucking listen to them. I am so sick of people coming to me for help with things that I'm good at, like computers, and then when I give them my recommendation, they argue with me. Why the fuck did you ask me in the first place? I'm sorry, that gets me heated. There you go, I'm being provocative. I hope host Eric's enjoying it. But, yeah. I don't know, I think that's enough. I'm gonna stop this segment. I'm gonna see if Eric and Zach and them are on GoToMeeting, and I'm gonna join them if they are. And if they're not, I might make another segment while I'm stuck in traffic. Famous person Tiffany out. Alright, famous person Tiffany here. Basically, there is no GoToMeeting going on right now that I'm aware of, so I was just listening to Eric's recent video on unhealthy versus healthy ENTPs, and I had a lot of different reactions during it, and I figured probably good to get some of them out while they're fresh in my mind. If only we had Magic Sky Friend, I wouldn't need that. Oh well. Anyway, I'm just going to talk about the stuff that's most fresh in my mind, and that's just the stuff he was talking about at the end of that video, which was the fact that I had sent him a letter for a free t-shirt when he had asked me to send him a postcard. And in my mind, the postcard was not the important part. The snail mail was the important part. Not only that, I kind of realized in my head the whole postcard versus snail versus regular letter thing as I was headed to the post office. But because of my work schedule, going to the post office was such a big hassle that I was like, you know what, it's not going to matter. It's the snail mail part. That's what's important. And I knew he was kidding when he told me that, oh, well, it's not a postcard. I'm not sending you a t-shirt. But I still pretended to get really mad. And it was funny. And I knew he would send me a t-shirt anyway. And I'm really upset that he's sending Zach one, even though Zach didn't send him any snail mail. You dastardly person, Eric. You totally flipped my my thing around on me. You are a magician. Anyway, I'm happy I get a t-shirt. And ultimately I made Zach special. I didn't make myself less special. I'm still special. I'm still getting a t-shirt without a postcard. Zach's just more special because he's getting a t-shirt without anything. But that's okay. I like Zach. I'm happy to help. God, there were so many other things I wanted to talk about after listening to that video, but the video was 25 minutes long, and I didn't want to stop halfway through. Now I'm having trouble thinking about what I wanted to talk about. There was a good portion of his video where he was talking about just being unhappy and what that looks like, and he mentioned his daughter and his daughter getting bullied in school, and I had a very similar experience. For me it was high school. Unlike Eric, I was miserable in high school. I hated high school. Well, let me give everyone some background. I'm not doing anything else. So I originally grew up for the first 8 years of schooling, the first 8 years of life, first 4 years of my official schooling in London, England. I had an accent and everything. It went away. But that period of my life wasn't so bad. It wasn't amazing. I mean, but it wasn't bad as far as I can remember. I feel like I got along fairly well with people. I had a decent relationship with my mom. And when I moved away from London, it was a good thing, because if I'd stayed in London, I would have had to go to boarding school, and I didn't want to go to boarding school. I didn't get into any day schools after my first 4 years. So we moved to New York, and I spent the next 7 years of school, 3rd grade through 9th grade, in a private school in New York City. And this was an all-boys school. I only came out as transgender about a year ago. I only started using the name Tiffany about 6 months ago, something like that, maybe a little more. So this was an all-boys school, and I spent pretty much every day of schooling for those 7 years getting physically beaten up in the locker room and essentially emotionally isolated from everyone. Not that I was isolating myself, it's just no one really wanted to be around me. One thing I noticed Eric said a lot was how he loved high school because he could go home and the phone would ring. He didn't have to call anyone. People would call him. I get so depressed about the fact that no one calls me. Not no one, but people don't call me. They didn't then, they still pretty much don't, for the most part. I usually have to initiate contact with people, and it depresses me. Depresses me big time. But that being said, I think there's some validity to what he said about girl bullying being worse than boy bullying, because it was awful. It was terrible getting beat up in the locker room almost every day for 7 years. But it toughened me up to a certain extent, physically speaking, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And, you know, while I'm sure there's still some scars left emotionally,
it was mostly a physical thing. It wasn't a, you know, I was miserable and upset and depressed about it, but I feel like I've been able to get over it better than if I had the type of bullying you see in the movie Mean Girls, which is, I feel like, what Eric was talking about when referring to his daughter and girl bullying, and the kind of like almost sociopathic Eric Cartman style revenge that seems to go on. That may be an over exaggeration, and I don't have personal experience with it, but it reminds me of a scene in Seinfeld. Seinfeld was a sitcom that I really loved growing up, because I grew up partly in New York, and it's supposed to take place there, even though it was filmed in California. But it was just something I really loved. And there was a scene where Jerry Seinfeld and George Costanza were talking about wedgies and what they were, and they were explaining it to Elaine, and about how an atomic wedgie involved pulling the underwear up and getting the waistband up to the forehead. And Elaine expressed disdain, and that there was something wrong with boys. I don't remember the exact quote, but I remember after that, Jerry asked Elaine, well, what do girls do? And her response was, very nonchalantly, we just tease someone until they develop an eating disorder. In my opinion, that's worse. I'll take a punch in the face over the type of emotional abuse that'll cause the development of an eating disorder any day. I don't really know where I was going with all this. I just kind of got off on a rant, so I figured I'd go with it. So there's that. That's my piece on bullying. I was giving everybody a history of myself. So I was in New York for 7 years. Got beat up a lot, toughened up a bit. After that, I moved to Florida, and I finished up high school in Florida. I went to a co-ed school there, but still in the boy category, clearly, because this was a while ago. This was not recently. I graduated high school in 2009, to give a time frame for all this. And I wasn't physically abused. It was not nearly as bad in that sense, but I was still an outcast. I basically got rid of the physical stuff and just had like the emotional stuff. I wasn't getting bullied necessarily, but the isolation from not having a group of friends, not having a group of people that necessarily wanted to be around me, that I wanted to be around, at least not at school, it made that period very miserable. At least before that, I really couldn't focus as much on the aspect of the kind of emotional isolation, because I was too focused on getting the shit kicked out of me. Now that's not 100% true, but I definitely think the emotional side of things was worse when I didn't have the physical side of things distracting me. That's not saying I wanted to get beat up, because that would have sucked. But I went to that school, and I got through it. My whole life, my mom's been telling me I'm going to be a better adult than I was a child, and I think she was right. School just did not work out for me, and I have a couple different experiences with a couple different universities and community colleges, and I eventually dropped out, and I'm glad that I did. I have a good job that I love, even though it's stressful. And I got it without a college degree, and I'm learning more than I ever learned at school. And that's not to say that school's for nobody, but it wasn't working for me, so I'm glad I'm out of it. The worst years of my life were spent in school, and I feel like I'm on to the best years of my life now. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling at this point. Just trying to think if there was anything else in Eric's video that I wanted to comment on. No, I think I'm going to leave it at that. So this has been a day with famous person Tiffany. Just walking you through my thought processes during my various breaks in traffic jams, traffic stops. I don't know. Anyway, bye everybody. So famous person Tiffany here. I know I said in the last segment that it was over, but
you can't have a day with famous person Tiffany and miss the best part of my day, and that's coming home to see famous person Mandy over here. All right, I'm out.